Good afternoon, folks. It is Wednesday the 27th. It's about 2:15, 2:30 in the afternoon here. Currently looking at somewhat sunny weather, overcast, and about 10 to 15 mile an hour winds here and there. Figured I would give you guys a bi-weekly update since it's been a while since my last video. Let me get you guys turned around and I'll show you what's pretty much been not happening in the garden. So, over here as we live and breathe, we still have our 3 trees. The apple tree, the dwarf Fuji apple tree, still going. Well, not really growing. It's currently dormant at the moment until it starts warming up. But hopefully this guy will take off soon and I'll start getting some stuff off of it. Maybe this year it'll actually produce me some fruit. This will actually be its first official season in the bucket. So aside from that, still got my gravel pot. My recently freshly sifted bark, which I actually managed to get that guy over there about 3/4 full of stuff, dirt and whatnot that I sifted out of here, because it's hard to sift all the dirt out of this stuff when it's wet. It sticks to the bark, so you gotta wait till it dries out a little bit and then kind of keep doing it over and over. And let's see, we have my I forgot what these ones were. These are the momentary brain fart, folks. I do apologize. I forgot what columbines. There we go. These are the columbines. You can still see there's a lot of green in here. Does not look like it, but trust me, there is a lot of green still in here. See way back there, got green. I got green over there. These are just the standard overwintered, dyed, seasonal stuff. I'm probably just going to leave all the leaves and stuff in here and use them as mulch for the plant itself. That stuff will break down and give it more nutrients, whatever. Nothing going back here as of yet. I've had to relocate a few things from my vehicle. They are currently piled up here. This stuff will get adjusted and shifted once I get my vehicle back, but that's not what this video is about today. We'll be starting to get my space over here organized. I gotta start working on this over the next couple of weeks, and then we'll start getting planted. Most likely this guy here is just going to get turned just so I have a little bit more room to work with, so I have a little bit more sunlight over here on these guys, which, to be honest, I don't get too much sunlight once, even with the sun directly overhead. It follows like this line right here. Like I hardly get any sunlight on this half of the house. But yeah, so far I don't know how these things have managed. I think this is all lettuce, but to be honest, I'm not even 100% sure anymore. I think I planted garlic in there. Don't know. I can't remember. I've literally forgotten. I planted that stuff probably 2 months ago. I do have garlic, however. No, I don't have garlic in that one. I think I put pumpkin seeds in that one. Nothing in that one. It's just dirt. I still got my carrots growing over here. You can kind of see them. I'll zoom in a little bit here. So got a little carrot there, one's there, and there, a couple of them. There's like 5 or 6 in there. Haven't 100% died yet. This is supposed to be my kale, and I just threw it out here because they were starting to get covered with aphids, so I figured a couple of cold nights out here, and this would pretty much wipe out all the bugs, which is sort of worked, but at the same time it's also it killed some of my leaves. Oh, that's broke that one off. Stuff is stringy. Super stringy. Got a couple dead ones in there I'll have to trim out. As you can see, the mint is still going, yet still hasn't died. I do got some new growth in there I can already see. So these guys, once you're gonna trim them, they will, like I said, I'll just get the hedge trimmer and I'll just cut them straight across the top of the pot. And these things will just come back like with a vengeance. My weird bird of paradise, I think, which was this one, or Texas Ranger, hasn't died yet, but is currently at the moment dormant as all heck. I have to go through and trim this guy. I did go through my gardening books, and I knew it shows you how to trim these. So year 1 it shows you how to trim them, and then year 2 it shows you how to trim them. So I got to add a little bit more soil to this. It's a little low. I've learned that these bushes you're supposed to plant about an inch or 2 lower than the top soil, and then you're supposed to kind of mound over them. So learning process there. Got my spinach here, my garlic, which still hasn't done much, and then we go into here. And first thing I feel is a heat wave, because it is hot in here. It's about 85 degrees in this thing, despite not having any sunlight. But here, let me give you guys a good overview. See, I've already got flowers over here growing. Gotta love that heater. Gotta love my warming lamp, my heater, and my infrared light. Everything is growing like crazy in here. I do keep everything rather watered in here, so even when you walk in here, you can feel it is very moist, muggy, and humid. As you can see here, that's in between the ribs. But yeah, this stuff is, it's very wet in here. I do like to keep my plants nice and healthy and moist. So I got my little mini roses. I already got one there. I'm going to have another one here, a couple more down here. This thing's going to be taken off. It's my other spinach. This one I'm going to let go to seed, because that's pretty much what it wants to do. I have my one little lettuce plant here, which, still growing, still going and doing what it needs to do. Like I said, I've got my flowers down here. I don't know what happened there. There we go. I got one here. I'm going to have another one there. Basically, look, I've got another flower there. About 2 or 3 more is going to be popping up over there. I don't remember what this thing is, but it's giving me nice little purple flowers, which will be good. Once it gets warmer, it'll give me something for the bees to eat or snack on. My thyme plant going ballistic over here. Definitely going to have to trim that off. Get him some nutrients, let him go. Ooh, I have a, unfortunately, I have a dead bit of oregano, but it doesn't matter. This plant is taken off. Yep, found a little bug. Got tons of these little guys everywhere in here. I see them all over the place. Don't know what they are, but I like chucking them outside and squishing a fly. Baby flies. My rosemary, as you can see, guys, is going really well. It's actually grown about 3-4 inches this season alone, just in the greenhouse. My one random tree, behind that is a radish, and these are snapdragons, and you'll see there they are going almost full tilt. Strawberries over here. Potatoes I'll probably have to harvest, I don't know, probably the next month or so. I'll probably harvest them in the middle of February. I've got my one garlic in the back as well. Just kind of chilling. More strawberries everywhere. Strawberries, strawberries, strawberries. I got some good, look at this. I got some good ones over here finally. Some decent sized ones. I got another one in the back. Got a couple more back here. Check them out. More there. More down here. Looks like these guys are getting ready. I'm going to have to start harvesting these ones soon, or I need to do what I normally do and swap out my pots. So I think this side gets more sunlight than that side. So I'm going to move my pots over. Got a onion here going a little weird. Scoot back but not fall over. So these are bunching onions, folks. This is what happens, like I said, when you leave them in bigger containers and you spread them out. I'm waiting for this guy to pop open. You can see he's already getting ready to go. So another, probably, I'd say another couple of weeks, or maybe another week or two at best. That's going to be fully open. And I will have a ton more onion seeds, which is going to be exactly what I was hoping for. So we have, down there I got another one. You can see down in this corner here I got another one. And then I have another head right there. Once those heads are finished germinating, doing whatever, actually, look, I got another one right there as well. So I've got 5 seed heads. Once that happens, I'll probably pull these guys out of the pot and just replant all the seeds. Other than that, we have the usual parsley, chives, onions. This guy. Learned a little bit more about these things. These things get about 10 to 15 inches tall and roughly about a foot wide. Although this guy, looking at him, you can tell he's way wider than a foot. This is mainly one plant up here. Look at this thing. This thing is absolutely a beast. That's my secondary plant back there. But this guy right here is one plant. And I have that in roughly an 8-inch planter. Might be 6 inches. So I can only imagine how big one of these would get had I stuck it in a pot like that, or that size. Trees are doing good. I've got my orange tree is doing real well in here. I have a lot of new growth right in here. It shows up pretty much anywhere in between the leaves. I got some new growth down here in the bottom. And I'm starting to get new growth up here. You can barely see it at the top of there we go. So this guy shall start taking off once it gets warmer. And pretty much the same with this guy. Can't really tell any new growth on him. The only thing I can tell that's gonna be new growth anywhere is these little spiky things, which may or may not be normal for this plant. I don't know, because I've never grown an orange tree or an orange bush. And my cannas haven't done anything, but again, those just got transplanted recently, so it's going to take them a little bit of time. And no, I'm not talking about that. Yep, everything is going good. I've got to get a little bit of fertilizer in these guys. Probably need to throw some in there. See back here, I got a nice moldy strawberry that I chucked in there. I'm waiting for hopefully that thing to germinate. I think that little green thing right there is a strawberry. Not 100%. And then just my pepper plants still in here. This guy hasn't done anything, but he's also not dead. It's going to be incredibly hard to see on here, but there is a nice little green tab. See if I can get it in there. Come on, focus you. So you can see that. Come on, there we go. The little green knob right there, right on the end. That is all new. There's one down here. There's one there as well. It is starting to do what it needs to do for the summer. And once it does, I may or may not leave it in these pots just because I think they're going to be more convenient for me to move them around. So these two I'll probably just leave in these pots. These guys might get transferred either into the main garden, or I'll just stick them in a bigger pot like these ones. I've got tons of these. So might just put them in those all together. Let's see if I can squat down over here without sitting on my plants. I do not want to squish my $30 bushes. Got little snapdragons going over here. Look, these guys are just taking off. This is definitely the advantage of having a greenhouse, folks. Now, mind you, I wish I had a greenhouse twice this size, but I don't. This is what I could afford at the time, and what I had space allotted for, or what I was allowed spacing for. I really do wish I had more space that I could put this stuff, but I don't. Land is not cheap, and neither is housing. I got bugs everywhere in here. I gotta clean these guys out. Aside from that, folks, I really don't have anything super new to show you. I will be organizing a little bit up here over the next couple of weeks. I've got one thing planted in the corner over there, so I have to avoid going through that. But yeah, I'm gonna move all this stuff. My patio peas, I'm freezing these guys on purpose. I gotta get the bugs off of there. And then I'm going to do something with this space since my vehicle's no longer here. And once I get my vehicle anyways, It's pretty much going to be parked where this dirt hill's at. Let's see. Yeah, enough of that. So just waiting for all my stuff up here to go. Don't have anything planned yet for it, but I still have about 4 or 5 weeks to work on getting stuff planned. I do have a little bit of green right there. I've got no idea what it actually is. It's just green. And then in here I got a spinach. I'll probably do it again. I'll probably plant more corn in here. Although, to be honest, I don't know. I may or may not just do it in... I can't do it in the main box, which is what I was going to, because I have the first section from that loop to the end full of garlic. So, I don't know. We'll see. I was going to buy more of these containers this year, but the price jumped 40 bucks, so yeah. Container this size is 120 bucks now. Container that size is 120 bucks, which I think is a load of BS, because this is half the size of that, which is half the material costs, but yet this one is still the same price. I think it's a load of BS. But anyways, enough about that little rant. Like I said, I don't think I have anything planted in here. And I think I just put pumpkin seeds in this one. Aside from that, I really can't remember what I planted in there. But yeah, thank you folks for sticking with me through this short video update on the garden. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to throw them down in the comment section below. Assuming I get the notifications, I will respond to all the comments that I get in a roughly timely manner. Other than that, hit the thumbs up if you liked it. If not, hit the thumbs down. Share this out with friends, family, anyone you know who container gardens or has limited space. Also send them my way. Thank you guys again, and this is going to be Fox It Outdoors, signing off.